God doesn't take us in a straight line. There will be detours, delays, even some dead ends. You come to a Red Sea, you face a Goliath. It seems like a setback, but really it's a setup. Feels like it's stopping your destiny. The fact is, it's leading you to your destiny. The test is to keep the faith. You'll be tempted to get discouraged, give up on your dreams. God, why did this happen? God wouldn't have allowed it if it was going to stop your purpose. His ways are not our ways. Faith is trusting when you don't understand. It's believing when all your circumstances say it's never going to work out. It's knowing that God is on the throne, that His plans for you are for good, that what He has purposed for your life will come to pass.
What stops people from becoming successful is you look at your end goal and you see how far you are from it, and then a year later you realize you're still not there, and you get frustrated.
This is the problem. To those of you that are building and believing and really feel the pull of destiny, you need to be patient with the process and not enthralled with the promise.
This is when many people give up on their dreams. They were anointed, but because they wouldn't go through the preparation process, they never saw the appointing come. God knows what's in your future. He knows what it's going to take to keep you there.
Success is not how far you've gotten. Success is how far you've gotten from where you started. Success is a process. It's an arduous process. I'm still in the process. Set your goals, but understand it take a long time to make a lot of money. You hear me, man? Quit looking at Instagram. Instagram is people's highlight reel. That ain't really how they look. Don't get caught up in none of that. Get your grind on, hustle. Put your head down. Quit looking up. Get your head down and hustle. You know, dreaming is one thing. Goals is putting work clothes on your dreams. You got to hustle, man. You got to talk to God every day. If you ain't talking to God, you're making this thing way harder than it's got to be. You don't put God in this thing, you're going to be wandering around for a long time trying to figure it out.
We all have dreams God's placed in our heart, goals we want to accomplish, but too often we get discouraged by the process. We think, this couldn't be right, I'm uncomfortable. Everything you go through, every struggle, every disappointment, every delay, that's depositing something in you. It's making you stronger, it's growing you up. It's up to us to pass these tests. You may not understand why it's taken so long, why you're in a lonely season, a discouraged season, a stagnant season. God wouldn't have allowed it if it wasn't part of the process. Keep passing the test. Keep doing the right thing, then your time is coming. Don't get discouraged thinking that you're falling behind. Joel, I've been doing the right thing for a long time. My friends, my colleagues, they've all passed me up. When your anointing catches up with your appointing, supernatural things will happen. Supernatural growth. God knows how to make up for lost time. He can propel you where you could not go on your own. Where you are doesn't limit what God can do. When it's your time, get ready to be propelled. Get ready for doors to open that you could not open. Don't quit being your best because you're not where you thought you would be. Keep doing the right thing. Your appointing is coming. At some point, you're going to come to the place where God says, all right, you're prepared. You've done your part. Now let me do my part. Let me propel you into your purpose. It should have taken years, but God propelled you, and it happened in a fraction of the time.
Now, how do you hang in there during the hard, difficult times, Les? You must have faith. You got to have faith, and that faith gives you patience. That it's not going to happen as quickly as you want it to happen. In the Far East, they have something that's called the Chinese bamboo tree. When they go through a process of growing it, they have to water and fertilize the ground where it is every day. And it doesn't break through the ground until the 5th year. But once it breaks through the ground, within 5 weeks, it grows 90 feet tall.
Without the years of underground growth, there wouldn't be any above ground growth.
And I can see people coming out talking to a guy out there watering and fertilizing the ground that's not showing anything. So how long you been working on this? And you have nothing to show. This is all you got to show. And some people, ladies and gentlemen, they stop. They stop. Oh, no. You got to keep on watering your dream.
Give it some time. Give it some water. Give it some focus. Until you can clap for the seedling, you will never see the tree. Until you learn how to appreciate where you are in the process, you won't get the power to evolve to your ultimate destiny.
You may not see anything happening. You don't think you're making progress, but what you can't see is on the inside, your roots are going down deep. But without those years of developing our character, proving to God we'll be faithful, we won't see the increase and promotion like we should.
So you need to take your eye off of the tree and water what you got now.
If He took you before you were ready, you wouldn't be able to handle it. As much as we would like it to happen sooner, it wouldn't be a blessing, it would become a curse.
My prayer has always been, Lord, don't give me more than I can handle. Teach me patience with the process. I learned that the race is not given to the swift, but to him that endureth to the end. I learned that speed for a moment doesn't really mean progress. I learned that when you get in a curve, you got to slow down, go through the process. God has ordered steps.
You may be doing something that seems insignificant. You know you have much more in you, but don't despise the day of small beginnings. If you complain, you'll get stuck. It was never supposed to be permanent. It's just a step along the way. How we respond in the wilderness will determine whether or not we make it into our promised land. You've been anointed. My question is, will you go through the process so you see your appointing come? Just because you don't see anything happening doesn't mean God is not working. Don't run away from the process. The process is not working against you, it's working for you. It's getting you prepared.
When you're working at your dream, somebody said the harder the battle, the sweeter the victory. See, what you become in the process is more important than the dream. You get up in the morning, you look yourself in the mirror, you're a different kind of person. You walk with a different kind of spirit. You knew it was hard, but you did it hard.
Don't let disappointments talk you out of it. Don't let delays convince you it's not going to happen. You've come too far to stop now. It's always the most uncomfortable right before that baby comes. Keep your joy in tough times. When life throws you a curve, remind yourself it's only temporary. Don't fall into self-pity. Keep looking forward. The joy is coming. The breakthrough is on the way.
What happened in my life was getting where I've gotten to today and where I'm even headed to, I had to be tough. I had to learn how to appreciate a lot, so He took everything. To really understand the value of money, I had none. To just appreciate simple things, what I'm gonna eat today, where I'm gonna bathe. He sent me through a trial of being homeless for 3 years. All of that I was tripping with, that I did not appreciate, I understand it now, because I'm on the other side of them troubles. And even though I did not understand or appreciate the route He took me on, it was the route I had to go on.
We all have dreams that we're believing for, and too often we put God in a box and tell Him how to do it and who to use to do it. The only problem is God's ways are not our ways. He's unconventional, may not always make sense to our mind.
And I understand that, because He said, my thoughts are above your thoughts and my ways are above your ways. If He were easily understood, if He were easily diagnosed, He would not be God. Because anything that can be explained can be managed. God can never be explained. This thing about God is not received through intellectualism. God cannot be explained. He must be experienced. He must be revealed, walked out in your life, and little by little he weans us. And we graduate from faith to faith and from glory to glory in our understanding if we are not afraid to let go of what we once held as true. Addition was all that was true until they taught me multiplication. And every round got higher and higher. And in order to embrace the next principle, I had to be willing to move beyond the one that I was taught before. It is so hard to move beyond. That God is not just getting you ready for it. God is getting it ready for you. And it makes me wonder what God's got coming up the hill for you. Sometimes you're so engrossed with the journey of what you're going through and the rocks and the ridges and the valleys you have to climb, you are not cognizant of the fact that God's got a blessing coming up the other side of the mountain, coming up to meet you. It's not just you that he's moving, it's situations and other people. And God has to get them ready so that when we're ready, we all get to the same place at the same time. And now I'm getting ready to do something awesome in your life. I'm getting ready to do something amazing in your life. I'm not going to give you any details, but I'm getting ready to blow your mind with what I'm about to do in your life. And God is big on ideas, but he's short on details. And so he will give you an overview, but he won't give you a detailed synopsis because he wants you to walk by faith and not by sight. And so God is not big on details. He just said something amazing is about to happen, and I can't explain it. I don't know where it's coming from. I don't know whether it'll be here Tuesday or Friday night, but something amazing is about to happen in my life. I don't think I'll quit today, even though my arms are weary and my feet are tired. I don't think I'll quit today because I think something is going to happen, but I don't know exactly what it is.
You have to stay open. Let God out of your box. Just because it's the logical way doesn't mean that it's God's way. Stay open. If you're narrow-minded, you can miss God's best. Our attitude should be, God, you can do anything in my life. You can use any person that you want. God, I trust you to do it your way. It's easy to make narrow-minded judgments and think God can't use her. She's a sinner. God can't use them. They don't even believe in God. No, the longer I live, the more I realize God can use whoever he wants to use. God can bring good out of whomever he wants to bring good out of. God used Pharaoh's daughter to take care of baby Moses. God used the enemy to take care of one of his children. He can do whatever he wants to do. Don't put him in a box and miss your miracle. And I found a lot of times God is answering our prayer. It's just not the way that we expected. You have to stay open as to how God answers your prayer. It may not happen on your timetable, but this is what faith is all about. God, I trust you. You know what I need, and you know who I need. And some of you today are a little discouraged because things haven't worked out the way you had planned, but you need to take another look. Maybe God has given you something better, but because you're so set in seeing it happen your way, you don't recognize it right now. God knows what he's doing. He can see the big picture for your life. You've got to come to the place where if it doesn't work out the way you had it planned, you're still in peace, and he will still get you to where you're supposed to be. If you're going to reach your highest potential, you have to stay open. His plan for your life will not always be logical or what you had planned. But if you will stay open, it will be much bigger, much more rewarding than you ever even imagined. He wants to not only bring you out of that difficulty, he wants to catapult you out. You have not touched the surface of what God has in store. But here's the key. It's not going to happen by traditional means. It's going to be supernatural. That way God will get all the credit God has 1,000 ways to do it. When they show up, are you going to be open? God, you know what's best for me. You've opened this door. I'm going to do my part and walk through it. You don't see how you could get out of debt, how you could accomplish your dreams. Listen, your job is not your source. God is your source. Now don't get stuck in a rut and miss what God wants to do. The truth is, God is a sovereign God. His plan for us is always good. You should pray, stand in faith, but in the end, you have to be mature enough to accept what God has destined for your life. A much better approach is to just be honest and say, God, this is what I want. But God, you know what's best for me. However it works out, God, I trust you. I'm still going to be happy. Now, I'd love to tell you God will always do it your way, but that's not reality. God's way will always be the best way. It may not seem fair, but God knows what He's doing. What if you knew if God answered your prayer the way you wanted, that it wouldn't be His best, or that it wouldn't be healthy? You would gladly let God do it His way. See, it says in Psalms, delight yourself in the Lord, and God will give you the desires of your heart. So you can relax and enjoy your life while God is in the process of bringing those promises to pass. When I look back over my life, I have a lot of I thoughts. I thought I would be behind the scenes my whole life, not out here in front of people. The common denominator in all of my I thoughts is that God's plan was much better than my plan. Our attitude should be, God, I'm wide open. Do anything you want. I'm not set on having it my way. God, I know your plan is the best plan. God will open doors for you that no man can shut. You will see promises fulfilled. You will overcome every obstacle, defeat every enemy, and become everything God's created you to be.
Don't forget to pray. Don't be ashamed to pray. I don't care what the verdict is. I don't care what the haters say. Prayer changed things. I was told I would never be nothing. Prayer changes things. Do you know that God would actually love to hear from you? You're not going to make it without God. If you've tried it so far, tell me how that's working out for you. I've needed Him every step of the way. If it wasn't for God, I wouldn't even be standing here today. You need God.
Hello everyone. Today I'm gonna talk about breakthrough with God. In a world filled with uncriticized and challenges, there lies a path to ultimate breakthrough, a journey of faith and realizations. Welcome to Breakthrough with God. Meet Sarah, a young woman too overwhelmed by the pressure of life, seeking solace and distraction. Feel lost. I'm like wandering through life without a process or meaning. One day, Sarah comes across a flyer for a spiritual relate called Breakthrough with God. Intrigued, she decided to embark in a journey of self-discovery and faith. As Sarah arrives at the scene's Reliant Center, nested in the mountains, and she is granted by a sense of peace she has not felt in years. On the other meets their recent participants to formally constitutions and finding a support of their shared journey through prayer, meditations, and guidance from wish mentors. Being to peel away the layers of doubt and fear that have held her back. Day by day, Sarah's faith grew stronger. Her start is lighter as she learns to schedule his warriors and trust in higher power. Sittings in quiet complications, a sense of tranquility washing over her face. For a long, I tried to negative to life my own, but here in a process of God and with support of other, I have found the course of faith, fears and embrace my true process. As the return comes to close, imbalance with a new fear of sins, dirty and profusely is not gonna work. Sometimes it's greatness to break through comes when a shoulder control, a one peace, our trust in something greater than observe join us of the journey of faith and discover the power of breakthrough with God. Thanks for watching.